Hey everyone, Alex here, back with another video. I know it's been a minute, but we are back in the garage today. Now, in front of me I have this really neat 2004 Lexus LS430, which when it was new was over $100,000. So an amazing car. The paint is very rough. Lots of swirls, a few scratches here and there. So we're gonna do a polish on it, see if we can really brighten that sucker up and get it looking factory fresh. So I mean, it's certainly not a perfect show car. There are dings, there are dents, you know, that kind of thing. It is a 2004 after all, so it is 20 years old. So we're gonna do our best. We're gonna clean up these headlights as well, see if we can get those back to looking fresh and be safe too. You know, headlight restoration, big thing is safety. You wanna be able to see when you're driving on the road. And later here in the year, I mean, the sun's going down earlier and earlier, so we have less and less daylight. So super important to have. So again, do a quick decon wash here, do a clay treatment, and then bring it into the garage and start to polish. So stay tuned and enjoy. All right, now to give this car a fighting chance, I am gonna soak it down with P&S Crystal Wash. So a great organic fallout remover before we actually start claying. So we're gonna soak this down and you can let it dry. It's a very overcast, cool day here, so fantastic for Crystal Wash. So I have it in my IK Mini 360, which is a great option to be able to spray this. The black IKs are acid resistant, so perfect for Crystal Wash. There we have it. Now, soak the car down. Gonna let that dwell, then I'm gonna knock out the wheels real quick off camera, and then we're gonna get to actually washing the paint. So let's go ahead and soak her down. And one thing with Crystal Wash, you do want to be upwind of it because it is pretty hefty. I am wearing gloves, so do so if you choose. If you want to wear a mask, absolutely go ahead and do that. There we have it. So it's soaked down in Crystal Wash. We're gonna let that sit now and let it crystallize. You know, I thought I'd be a little generous and actually show you the wheel cleaning on video. So we're gonna knock that out with the Armour Detail Supply Tire Cleaner and the Armour Detail Supply Wheel Cleaner. Now I have had these in other videos, but thought I'd give you another shot. So knock that out with the Rag Company Wheel Face Brush. Absolutely love this bad boy. And the Detail Factory smaller tire brush, because these aren't enormous tires. So blast it off with water, spray it down, give it a nice scrub, and we'll move forward. Now these wheels are a little bit banged up, so I'm not overly concerned about getting them perfect just because they are a bit worn. But again, we'll see what this can do. So again, apply the tire cleaner liberally to the tire. Ignore my pressure wash and surging, appreciate that. And like immediate browning. And might as well soak the wheel over at it. Get nice in there with the barrels. I love a simple 6-spoke design wheel. Super easy to clean. Get the wheel brush wet and the tire brush wet. Give the tire a quick scrub. Not sure the last time these tires were actually thoroughly cleaned. And again, I'm managing expectations. I'm only going around this once. He's really focusing on the polish, so I'm adding a little bit extra with the wheels and tires. Because after all, it does set the car off a little bit more. If you got dirty wheels and tires, it doesn't look good. That with the wheel face brush. Again, super quick clean, not too worried about it. That's looking pretty good. Give that a rinse. And I'm gonna have these products listed below in the description. So, Armour Detail Supply Wheel Cleaner and the Armour Detail Supply Tire Cleaner. Awesome combo. Look how fresh that looks. All right, let's keep going. Alrighty, so we're gonna let the Primus 2.0 sit for a little bit, just kind of dwell, do its thing. Again, there's already acid on it, so I'm hitting it with an alkaline. You can use the acid shampoo Brief Cuff from Labo as well if you want to hit it with acid, then alkaline. But I'm mixing it up. I'm having fun. Nothing wrong with having some fun in the garage, all right? Now, this paint is rough, like I said, okay? So we have two mechanical decontamination methods here. So I have the Ultra Clay scrubber here with the Jersey Bug scrubber on here and the clay material on the front. And we have the clay bar. Now, I am gonna play this by ear. If this offers enough to knock out what's there, I'm gonna stick with this. If this isn't doing it, I'm gonna knock out the clay bar. If this doesn't do it, then sucks to suck. I guess we're just gonna have to polish it out and contaminate some pads. So again, have options. Both of these are gonna be linked down below, and stay tuned a little bit later. We're gonna have some discount codes to save some cash. So stay tuned, we're gonna do a bucket wash after I rinse off the soap that's on there right now. Foam again, and we're gonna move on with the clay stage. Well, so be it. I forgot to hit record when I started to rinse it off, so we're gonna finish rinsing off the rest of the shampoo. And there we go. So we got all that rinsed off. Now I'm just gonna hit it with the pH neutral shampoo, and then just give it a good thorough wash. And then after that, we're actually gonna foam it again, because that's gonna be my clay lubricant. You don't have to use a specific clay lubricant if you don't want to. A shampoo is adequate lubrication for that kind of decontamination. So stay tuned for that. All right, so I have a pH neutral nostalgia shampoo, if you will. It starts with a mister and ends with a pink. Yeah, whatever, don't worry about it. Okay, anyways, soak it down, get it nice and lubricated. Give it a wash, foam it again, and we're gonna go ahead and clay. So enjoy the foam. On to the other side. All right, please excuse the lawnmower sounds. It's a Saturday, it's summertime. People do stuff. I wash cars, they do their lawns. Oh well. So, have the wonderful Rag Company Cyclone wash mitt. I am a fan of the pads, if you know, but I tucked in the cuff, as many of you guys do. So, again, top to bottom, really easy. Give her a nice clean. Again, one bucket wash. Don't lose your minds. Don't come at me. It's detailing. We're all friends. We're making cars shiny after all. Flip that over. I'm not gonna bore you with the whole wash. We're gonna speed this sucker up. So for demonstration purposes, I rinsed off this part of the hood, okay? We're gonna see how, if you need your car needs cleaning. Now, I dried it and rinsed it. Now, I'm gonna try and get as close as I can to the mic. You kind of hear, it's rough, okay? It's rougher than getting good products in Canada. Pretty bad, okay? So we're gonna foam it down, clay it. Okay, so for simplicity's sake, I'm just gonna foam panels at a time, all right? If you are working in a controlled environment, foam the whole car by all means. But I wanna have as much lubrication as I can on the hood specifically. A lot of things gonna happen on the horizontal surfaces, not so much the verticals, but we're gonna clay the whole thing anyways. This makes it much, much faster and easier to do so. Doesn't make cleaning a pain in the butt. Now again, a very, very mild abrasion, if you will. This should not mar the paint, but again, we are following up with a polish. So I'm not overly concerned if there's light marring happening because I'm gonna take care of it. So we foamed it on. You can get this wet in your wash bucket, keep it lubricated, and simple, just back and forth. Now we're gonna get really close to my mic, and you can hear it. And the noise is slowly gonna go away. Like that's. It's getting less and less. So, like even feeling that to here, chef's kiss. So I think this is gonna do it. Again, the perforations in the side actually rinse it off in the bucket. So just keep going at it. If you notice it kind of like stutters a little bit, more lubrication, okay? Refoam it, have a hand foamer like an IK Foam Pro 2, something like that. Get enough lubrication on there and take care of that. So I'm just gonna foam this section, or sorry, I'm gonna clay this section. That's already feeling real good. So I'm gonna go around the rest of the car. I'm not gonna bore you with that. And then we're gonna go ahead and rinse it off when we're done. Are you even a cool internet detailer if you don't brush the badges? Like, come on. Oh yeah. And just like that, boom, internet famous. All right, now because I'm just having fun, I emptied the rest of the foam cannon with my other shampoos and rinsed out the foam cannons. It's very important to rinse out your foam cannons, by the way. So now we're just gonna rinse it off and bring it inside. Hey, drop a like. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and restore some headlights. Now I knocked out the other one just off camera, just to see what we could do. Came out really, really well. Now with sanding headlights, you know, you can certainly sand them, or depending on the situation, you can just compound and polish. So on that one, I did have 2000 grit available, but I'm like, hey, least aggressive first. Let's go with some H901 and a wool pad on my EB210 polisher from Shinemate. Awesome. And it's cordless. Look, no cable. Sweet. Battery powered, awesome for this kind of stuff. Now the headlights, you can choose to tape around if you can. If you're careful, you don't really need to worry about it, all right? So we're gonna take this. This is one of the Shinemate wool pads. It comes in their kit. I'm gonna have that linked. And then we got my rocks in a bottle, okay? The H901, stuff is awesome, all right? So we're gonna apply a little bit here. So with the headlights, is Alexis, okay? A lot of it is just oxidation. When you rub your hand over it, it's pretty darn smooth, all right? So it's just that layer of oxidation. Now, what you want to do is that once that oxidation is removed, you're also removing kind of the UV factory coat that's on there, all right? So once that's removed, you do want to seal it. Now, ideally, PPF, best option, but I don't have PPF, all right? So we're gonna do some coating. I have some leftover ceramic coating. That is gonna be perfect for this. So we're just gonna knock this out, try and do like a half and half if possible, just to kind of give you an idea of what we get. All right, so now we're just gonna remove the polish. And again, that's just a quick hit with a compound, all right? Gonna hit it with some eraser. Knock that out just to get rid of any stuff that's left over compound-wise. And even just that is pretty wild. Let me bring it in real quick. So as you can see, this is the spot that I just compounded. I didn't even polish that. And then we come over here, and this is the original spot that's all kind of faded. Pretty nuts. So we're gonna go ahead and hit it with the maroon path from the Buff and Shine EdgeGuard, the maroon, and P&S Rehab. So we're gonna do the rest of this with the compound, and then we're gonna knock all of it out again with the polish and see how it looks. All right, so I've compounded this side and it came out really, really good. So now we're gonna take my maroon Buff and Shine pad mixed with some Rehab, absolutely phenomenal combo. This is a very pad dependent liquid. Now with headlights, depending on what you're working with, sometimes polishing can get them out. Again, you may be removing that factory layer. But with this, it was pretty darn oxidized. So again, you had to compound. If you compound and you find that that does not work well, then you're gonna wanna hit it with sandpaper, either 2, 3, 1000 sandpaper, or bump up to 15 if you need. Wipe off the polish there. Dang, looks pretty darn good. Hit it with some alcohol, and then a wipe. So that's looking pretty darn good now. Now, could I have sanded this, spent a lot more time? Abso-freaking-lutely, I could have. But this was just kind of a nice add-on because clear lights are safe lights, all right? If you're out and about driving at night and you have really foggy, nasty headlights, they're not gonna work well, and you wanna be able to see. So again, we're later in the year now. It's getting darker earlier and earlier and earlier with less daylight. So it's important to see. So a nice add-on if you want for a customer, if you like. But again, manage your expectations. Just tell them, hey, I'll clean these up. Again, give 70% just like you would maybe paint, and a lot safer result. All right, so the final step is I have some leftover C002 from Koch Chemie for the headlights. Normally you wear gloves. That's fine. A couple dabs here just to apply some protection to these headlights so not PPFing them. So quickly just go over the light. Crosshatch pattern if you want to. And we're gonna let that sit for a minute and buff it off. All right, so it's been about a minute. Just gonna take a TRC Pearl Wave towel and just lightly level it off. And just like that, we got some taken care of headlights. Okay, so I am under a little bit of a time crunch, so we're gonna hammer through this lickety split. All right, so now the car is all clayed, right? But it's still, obviously there's still some cleaning up to do. So I'm gonna use the Buff and Shine maroon pad, and this is strictly on a recommendation from Sydney. I was chatting with her and she said, try the maroon, try Rehab and see how it goes. So I've yet to use the maroon ones outside of the headlights, which you'll see, but we'll get this going here. We'll just do a quick test spot and see where we're at. So I got the RUPES LHR15 Mark III, cord over the shoulder. Spread this out on one and see what we get. So now I'm gonna bump it up to about speed 3 again. We're not going for 100% correction here. Okay, probably 60, 70%. So I'm gonna go a little bit broader than my shoulders on here, you'll notice, but we're gonna probably split the hood up into 3 sections and get that knocked out. So yeah, speed 3 on the LHR15 Mark III. Has a mouthful, say that 10 times really fast, and we'll see what we get, and I'll bring you in close. All right, so again, I had very little pressure on the machine here. Go ahead and wipe that up. Oh yeah, that's looking real good. Spray some eraser on. Oh yeah, it's really cleaning that up. So yeah, definitely just a bit of a haze here. All right, so one quick pass with the maroon. You can kind of see here still like a lot of oxidation and swirls. And over here, just a lot cleaner, a lot crisper. So you can see right here, there's like a distinct line, kind of nuts. So I think that's a pretty good combo. All right, so that combination of Rehab and the maroon Buff and Shine EdgeGuard is gonna work just fine. All right, so now we're gonna knock out the rest. All right, give that a quick wipe. Now again, right here, there are some deeper scratches, but again, we're going after an improvement, not perfection. So, lock it down. There's a big spot of etching here as well that, again, would require a lot more than this is offering. So, but again, even just that is a huge transformation. All right, so the combo of the maroon Buff and Shine pad and the P&S Rehab working good. So we're gonna keep going. Now, do you have to go in a cross patch pattern? No, but it certainly does help knowing where you were. All right, it's definitely looking better, but we're just gonna hit it once more. All right, certainly a lot better. There's a ton of curves on this panel, so it's really easy to stall your machine, which I was dealing with, but just a little bit of like adjusting your angle makes a world of difference. So we're gonna keep going. All right, car's all done. A lot of stuff we could not get out, but that's just the enhancement that we're doing. Now, a little bit pressed for time, so we are going to be hitting it with the hybrid flex wax from Turtle Wax. So the instructions here, again, just shake the crap out of it. And then while you're actually done washing it, you know, I've polished it, obviously. 1 to 2 sprays per panel, and then basically just apply it. So I'm using the FTW for the win, for the window, whatever you want to call it, from TRC, the Ray Company. Awesome towel, definitely one of my favorites. So let's prime the sprayer. Maybe just one on the towel. That feels pretty darn slick. Go over this nasty PPF, and we're just gonna go through the whole car. So I'm sure you could spray on the towel, you could spray on the panel, it really doesn't matter. But it certainly is nice and slick. I'm not gonna put this on the glass just because I'm not sure how it's gonna react. On the pillars, mirrors, a couple sprays on the door. I am vertically challenged. I enjoy Belinsky here. So I'll just apply some on the hood here. Going a little bit liberal. Why not? So I have used the same towel throughout. It's not too bad. You can certainly feel the product within the towel itself. But overall, it's pretty darn slick. I mean, I'm not sure on durability and all that stuff with it, but it's looking pretty good. Let's see. It's getting a little smeary. I'm gonna grab a new towel. All right, so I got a new towel here. Just buff that off. Just any excess. Hit the fender here. So yeah, nice little product. Okay, so there we have it. The Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions Flex Wax. So really, really nice application. Definitely on a car this size, do use 2 towels. It's an LS430 from Lexus. So I actually did end up doing the windshield and it was okay. But yeah, certainly a couple towels, and if you over apply it, just kind of apply a little bit more to the towel and then just knock out any spots. Yeah, good product overall. And I'll try and link it below wherever I can, and try and save you some cash while we're at it. All right, so there we have it. That's how you detail and do a paint enhancement on a $100,000 vehicle. Now, super great car. Black is always fun. Sarcasm. Really good car, clean up really, really nice. A lot of great products, and when you use the right products, you get the good results, okay? So if you want to pick up a lot of these projects, I'll link them down below. Carzilla.ca and TOC Supplies up in Canada give you a lot of opportunity, a lot of options for products. Definitely check those places out. So again, Bucky VW, TOC Supplies, Carzilla, and drop a like, subscribe if that's what you're into, and stay tuned for the next video.